Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome back to another episode of Space Engineers. Today, last time we built the miner, our this mining ship. Sooner or later, we're going to have to upgrade it because this is not enough. Not to mention, I'm getting kind of sick and tired of seeing a giant brick house going in mining. But today, we're going to work on the next step, which is upgrading your assembler and your refinery. I've already set out a little launch pad so that we have more space. I had to make more cargo containers because of everything I mined up. Like, I mined a crap ton, it took up a huge amount of space. So today we are going to place down the first thing, which is the refinery. Now, if you do not have the DLC, I believe it's the industrial DLC, you will not have the industrial refinery. I like using industrial refinery just because of the fact that, well, kind of adds a bit more of a, kind of just adds a bit more vichyssoise, I guess. Adds more detail, looks better than just a thing. But I'm going to do my best to stay as vanilla as possible to the base game. So we're just going to go in here and we're going to grab some plates so I can place this shit down. Grab that. I'm going to grab some interior plates because I'm not sure if I'm going to need them or not. But we're going to place our first one roughly about right here. And yes, I did say first one because, believe it or not, I actually like, personally myself, I like running two. That way one can focus on like the actual big stuff and just makes everything faster. But if you can take a look here, you can see that they have these little tabs on the back, and they also have them, well, these ones don't have them on the top, but the assemblers do. Now we're also going to place down our first assembler. Now, you can have the industrial assembler, or you can have the regular assembler. I like the turrets because it does kill them right away. But come on, man! I just placed it, damn it! Oh, that's gonna get annoying. So we're going to place it a little bit back from the wall, because that just makes me go, I'm going to encase the entire thing in a wall. Yeah. Okay, so there's two on the back side of the assemblers, and then there's one on top. So when it comes to assemblers, and then there's industrial assemblers, we'll have two on the back, two on the top and the bottom, depending on how you want to set it up. Best way for industrial that I found to do is I set it up like this, or better yet, like that. That way it still connects and I can still come in here and put something in, but I won't be able to really stack, not like the regular ones I can. So we'll place one there, and we're going to make sure that it can line up there, because there's a conveyor port there and a conveyor port on the top of here. So I'm going to place another one right there because I always find it handy to have two of each going. Yeah, I don't know if that'll actually get rid of them. I'm probably gonna have to wait for them to despawn. But first, we'll come in here and we'll add that to build planner. We'll add that to the build planner. See, you can see as they are now in the build planner. And we're gonna put that stuff into production. It's incomplete, so basic assembler is going to have to do a lot. So I will be back as soon as all that is built up. I just realized I had my mic off this entire time. All right, I'm going to do this again. We got the last of their components. We built the refinery and the assembler. Now the refinery is going a lot quicker, and a regular refinery can only, basic refinery can't do like gold or silver or platinum or uranium. Only a regular refinery can. This is the main reason why I wanted to get you guys upgraded to this, so that you guys can, well, keep upgrading some more stuff everywhere. And hopefully we can get through this backlog of stuff here. Now, these can take modules or mods. And to get to them, we're not going into the Protech stuff because, you know, fuck that. And to get to that, I actually have to find the stuff. I'm not used to it. That's utility, that's utility 1, logistics 2, logistics 1, storage bin, production. Here we go. Modules. Now, there's the speed module, the yield module, and the power efficiency. If I was you guys, what I would do is, for more or less, you can literally, to get the bonus for them when it comes to assemblers, you can put them up to the side like here. I do 2 there for power efficiency. I do 2 power efficiency here. But then for me, for a refinery, I'm always going to go for yield. Always. There's no point in not going for yield. But anyway, let's get this stuff 4, 6. We'll put this stuff into production here. And of course, production, it will have to be the assembler, because it's the only one that's going to be able to make it. And I'll be back as soon as that stuff is assembled. Something I forgot to mention, the power modules require a superconductor, and you need gold for that. And I forgot to go mining up gold, so I'm doing that right now. It's just taking a little while to get there. for those of you that are having trouble with the not being able to do the dig, you literally have to click on the switch to weapon drill in order to be able to use them like that. Sadly, you have to hold the button down. It's not like your tools where you can just double click it and it'll go. You actually have to hold it down. Yay, gold!
You still want gold?
I need the gold.
You need a bunch of that gold?
Yes, I need a bunch of the gold.
Did you get all of the gold?
I'm gonna try. Alright, I'll be back, guys, as soon as I get done mining all this shit. Okay, so we got pretty much everything we need here, and it's the yield modules, not the power modules, that take superconductors. Sorry, I kind of messed that one up. We already got modules built and everything across everything else. Now we just got to finish building these. These will increase our yield for the refineries, so we'll put stuff in, we'll get more out. Our efficiencies will cut down the amount of power it needs to activate. Speed modules on the assemblers will allow them to be able to go faster, and once again, power modules to slow them, to cut down on the needing of the power. So now we got all that done, we're getting into where we need a lot more storage, and I really don't want to keep on stacking small cargo containers all the time. So instead, what we're going to do is if we really wanted to, we could do we're actually going to do a cargo terminal here, because actually gives us quite a bit of stuff, and B, it also lead us into actually being able to do other things as well. So I'm gonna need interior turrets, so not turrets, interior plates. And it looks like I'm out, so we're gonna have to make a fair few. So let's go even couple. Do that. But in the end, this is what I want to place down. I like the look of the industrial version more. I know, but it's pretty much a cosmetic thing between the large one and industrial. So I'm going to place this down right about there. Place that one down there. So we're going to need 1, 2. And actually, let's actually build this one up first. You can see how quickly the assemblers go. Like, I've actually already hit the swap button here. So they split the task in half, which allows everything to go a lot quicker. Alright, so one of these cargo containers cargo terminals contain 15,625 liters. Let's see. So we'll put that into production as well. Should have everything. You too, Sean. And I'll be right back as soon as the stuff's produced. Alright, back as it has just got done finishing up, producing everything underneath this. It's gonna be a lot of running back and forth between them. And I'm gonna have to think on how I want to do this. Because in order to hook it up to the system that I want to make, I'm gonna have to do it on the outside because I put down these floor slabs. In order to make it go down and under, I'm gonna have to take out that slab and that slab and that slab. I really don't want to. So we're going to make it look like it's going to be part of the actual exterior or interior. And there's one, and this one has 421,874, not saying 475 liters of stuff that can be held. One of these cargo terminals is the size of one of these. Now, I can actually take apart some of these, like these two and probably that one, because that's the only one that still has stuff in it. And then we'll just, get everything moved over to here, which means it's going to be a long process. I'll probably use a sorter at first to pretty much go in there and then sort it in. Like I'm going to drain everything into that one. Probably going to be the best solution, and then as soon as it gets done draining, I'll take it out, put in a regular thing, and then go from there. Put in a regular conveyor, and then this will be the go-to thing. It'll get drained into here. I actually might do it where connecting to here to this one, it'll get drained out there, it'll get put into these, and then it'll come out of this one. Of course, that's going to take a lot of testing. But you know what? That's okay. Now, I need more plates because, frankly, we're going to be doing some conveying here. Now, if I want to make it look like it's part of the exterior, I'm going to need more than just interior plates. I'm also going to need some food. Transfer those, and I'll transfer about 100 of those. Yeah, I had to check, make sure I was still recording because I couldn't remember. Brain went, we're gonna fart now. Please stand by. Brain fart. There we go. And 3. I'm gonna move this out to about here. And I'm going to do a corner. Up like that. There. Now, this is going to be literally on the edge of everything. So, I wanted to be armored. That way I don't have to worry too much about in case this gets hit. going to drop all our stuff in there, and then we're going to get to work on welding these up. That's 8 of them right there. So we're going to put that into production. And it shouldn't take long at all. Like, look how that fast that is going. That's blazing fast. But still not fast enough, so I'm not going to make you guys wait. I'll be back as soon as this stuff is done producing. And we are back, as is finished doing that production. It's more or less going to be a lot of this. It's going to be a lot of conveyors. Now, remember what I said about the PCU limit. Right now, we're only at 94,730, which is pretty good considering the size of this base. This is actually a really good base setup. Not overly complicated, there's not much to it, the whole works. So, we're actually doing pretty good, and I believe... I didn't mean to put them in production for the second time, but I guess that'll help in the long run. But like I was saying, this is actually a really good size base, especially if you're playing on console where you actually do have limits to the what you can call it, the how much you can build. Because usually you can't build everything. You want to go into space, build everything there, then go to a different planet. They optimized it for the later gens, so PS4, the one that came before the latest Xbox. I don't remember its name. Sorry, I'm a PS4 guy. I don't keep track of the Xbox stuff very well. But because of that fact, this system I'm in right now only has this Earth-like planet, Mars, which is over there, and then the moon that's on the other side of the planet. That's it. PC, you get all of the planets in one save. I actually have my computer up and running again. If you guys would like, I can continue this build series on the computer and my space engineering stuff on the computer. I just need you guys to let me know in the comments if you'd still like me to continue on the computer, or would you prefer me to continue playing PS5 with the limitations of the PC. But continuing on, we are going to build. We don't need we can actually make these a regular ones now, not the other ones, but I kind of want to do the other ones just to kind of make it same, if that makes sense. So we'll go into here. Now we want it to line up with that right there. So we're going to need the corner. And then we're going to have to corner it again. One thing I really don't like about console stuff is the fact that it's so wonky, I guess you could say. There we go. Just like that. Except for I'm going to... Alright, I'm going to build... I'm gonna build them up. Well, almost all of them anyway. Except for one. And it's gonna be the one where I'm going to use to drain everything into here. And see if they'll actually work. Or not. Because you never know. They may not. There's no harm in trying. And if I do try and it doesn't work, then hey, I spend quite a bit of time off camera just loading everything in by hand. And that's what happens. That's if it doesn't work. If it does work, then lo and behold, I have a new thing to do. And it's just awesome. Now, it is going to be this one. Let's conveyor frame. Well, I'm going to have to look it up in logistics, wherever I can find it. I actually can't remember where I found it last time. Boom, 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 boom. Do. You would think it'd be underneath logistics. Not really seeing it. It's kind of bothering. There's a industrial pipe. Oh, here it is. Various orders. So, want to make sure that the arrows are pointing that way. This might be actually something. Yes. You can use the blanket. Okay, I'm missing the computers. I'm gonna dump all the stuff I have. I'm gonna grab the computers. I wish I had build vision because it would tell me which one of that it is. So we're gonna go into here. We're going to do. Alright. We're actually probably just going up like this is actually gonna bring it up faster. Yeah. There we go. So we're going to do drain all and see what happens. All right, so everything is, so it is working. Everything is going into this industrial container. And I mean everything. Everything that's getting pulled out by everything else. So, in conclusion for this episode, guys, assemblers allow you to build everything and is a lot better than the regular assemblers. You can even go up to large blocks and put this kind of stuff into it, and it'll automatically start pulling stuff to actually for the materials to build that. Refineries can refine everything. Basic refineries can't do silver, gold, platinum, uranium, all that stuff, but regular refineries can. Yield provides more yield bonus. Power saver is key because it can cut down on the power usage. I actually never checked to see how much this stuff used, but come in here and we go to control panel, you can see that the max required input is 250 kilowatts, which is less than what it used to be, which would used to be over 300. But as you can see, I have those upgrade slots. So yield rate is 141%, power efficiency is 224%. Also put the interior turret up higher. That way it can hit the wolves sooner and won't destroy anything anymore. I do hope that you guys have enjoyed this episode of Space Engineers. Please like and subscribe if you can. Please let me know in the comments if you want me to continue this on the PS5 or if you want me to switch over to my PC now that I have it up and running. And I will catch you in the next one. I hope you all have a wonderful week.